Okay, so next we are going to see scene 3. And I want to stress, it's the middle of the play. Other things have happened. Scene 3 from Christopher Chen's Caught, which was written in 2014. Also featuring students from the School of Drama, who I am going to ask to introduce themselves as well afterwards. Afterwards. Please enjoy.
Thank you all so much for being here. This has been such, I'm Emma. By the way, I'm a performer and I'm the co-curator of the Mana Gallery. So this has just been such a unique and wonderful experience to present and work on this extraordinary hybrid theater art installation piece by Wang Min. We are so happy to be able to host her and also to showcase some of her other works as well. There. She's with us here tonight, all the way from China. Wang, do you want to come up here?
Wang has agreed to you still look okay with this? Oh, yes. Wang has agreed to talk with us a little bit about the piece. So, Wang, do you want to start by talking a bit about the germination of the piece? I know it was sparked by something very specific.
The piece was first inspired by the many incidents of scandal involving lying and plagiarism in the United States. Recently, John Lair, then James Fry, Stephen Glass, but I was particularly interested in the Mike Daisy scandal that occurred here about a year ago. For those who don't... Does everybody know about...
Mike Daisy, if you want me to...
Yes.
Just very quickly, Mike Daisy is a theater monologuist who performed a show called The Agony and the Ecstasy of Steve Jobs, about working conditions in the Chinese factories that made Apple products. And it turned out a lot of his reporting.
Or content.
Right. Because I guess he was never a reporter. So some of the content in his monologue turned out to be exaggerated.
And so he goes on this variety show, This American Life, I'm guessing that many people know.
Yeah. I think most people know it.
Okay.
Though they might not call it a variety show.
So he goes on this program to talk about Chinese workers and receives a lot of publicity for this. And then when the host, this Ira Glass, is told of the inaccuracies, Daisy is brought in a second time and is, in essence, crucified on the air for lying by Ira Glass and the reporter who uncovered him.
And it was just an excruciating interview.
Yes, exactly.
So, what caught your interest in this incident?
Well, one of my main points of interest has always been America's relationship to truth, particularly the relationship to other countries. America has a high premium on truth. No person of any other culture is more defensive when questioned over their truth. This piece of journalism must be absolutely true. This piece of art must be so emotionally truthful. So, when a glitch in truth occurs, the impulse is to defend and argue your own rules of truth to death.
So it's truth in journalism trumps truth in art.
Exactly. And in the meanwhile, the real content of truth is sidelined. Workers' conditions in China gets sidelined in the conversation. This is what captured my imagination. How arcane American truth battles reveal the hollowness in her global outreach.
Arcane American truth battles. I like that. So this is a departure for you, isn't it? You're primarily a visual artist, and yet you chose a theatrical component for this one. And on a personal note, I just have to say how much fun it was performing in it.
Oh, so fun watch!
Can you talk a little bit about that?
About how fun it was?
No, sorry. I mean, why the theater component
Oh!
of this piece?
I see. So, Mike Daisy is a theater artist, and per his perceived rules of this medium, he allows himself to stretch the truth in order to craft a compelling narrative. When placed in the context of NPR and This American Life, he runs into problems. Different medium, different rules. There has been a lot of this. Take James Fry, for example, who is crucified by Oprah for his book, A Million Little Pieces. Again, not a confusion of category. If he had called it a fictional memoir, no problem. Non-fiction, huge problem. What interests me is the rift that occurs when different sets of rules bump up against each other. We have a great chasm. We open a great chasm of unknowing. We see we do not know anything other than the architecture of our own rules. We see this rift. By this rift, I seek by mixing theater with visual art.
I see.
The dislocation is set in motion from the very, very, very beginning. Publicity. The piece was advertised in both visual art and theater circles, so this current audience is from two worlds, each with distinct sets of expectations. Theater audiences may want to move things a little more quickly. Art patrons may want a more private processing time. Both groups will be confounded by the blend that confronts them. The confusion begins when you enter the room. Are you supposed to sit or stand? When is the show supposed to start? Or has the show already begun? We move forward to the show's beginning. Again, a confounding of mediums. A man sits at a podium. It is preemptive. Book tour with shades of a TED Talk, and yet the whole thing is a theater monologue delivered by an actor, and we are in an art gallery. We have 4 different mediums bouncing off each other. What do we hold on to? His story? And yet in the second temporal phase, his story is negated. More confusion. It's absolute chaos. Art patrons will cling to the visual art for dear life. Theater patrons will hold desperately to familiar theater tropes. It helps to have recruited extraordinary groups of artists, playwright, director, actor, to create material based on my prompt. This gives a fleeting sense of familiarity, yet at our core we are working in tandem to undermine each other. And so, here we are. We arrive at the 3rd temporal phase, the piece where the artist is interviewed. Here, through our conversation, we hope to break any remaining authoritative bonds of appropriation in order to move to a more fundamental realm of truth.
Can you explain that last part a little more? For me, at least.
Explain what?
Well, let's start with authoritative bonds of appropriation. Is that right?
Okay, yes.
Do you mean? Well, I guess I don't really know what that means.
And just so I'm clear, everything else I said is you get.
Yes. For the most part.
Okay, let us try this. At the heart of Mike Daisy, the Mike Daisy scandal, is a chain of appropriation. You would agree, yes?
Sure, okay, yeah.
Daisy appropriates a Chinese story. Ira Glass appropriates the same story filtered through Daisy. At each level of appropriation, a new set of rules, a new authority structure grafted on. Does this make sense?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So, this work seeks to disrupt this chain. Each segment presents the audience with a new set of rules, each embodied by a new authority figure. When these rules are deliberately questioned, so is the representative authority, and the chain of appropriation is broken.
Just out of curiosity, this term, chain of appropriation.
Yes.
Well, just because the word appropriation has such negative connotations. So you think Mike Daisy was appropriating the stories of workers in Chinese factories?
He appropriates them because he makes them his own.
Oh, so it was the embellishments that he made.
No. The appropriation comes from his going to China in the first place.
Oh, so it's because he's an artist. So are you saying that if he had gone as a journalist, then
No, that's not what I'm saying. It is not a matter of should he or shouldn't he. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is that even if he goes as a journalist, he would still be appropriating the stories of others.
But journalism, the ideal of journalism is to collect facts and only facts, right? I mean, that's the ideal anyway. But you're saying that. Are you okay? Do you have a headache or?
No, it's just there are so many problems with what you just said. I don't even know where to begin.
Oh.
I believe I simply must understand the paradigm through which I need to speak.
Oh. Okay.
Oh! Let me try this. A newspaper is a highly curated artifact. You would agree, yes?
Yes.
When you read the New York Times international section, what is your perception of the world?
A lot of problems.
Death! Death! It's death! Chaos! Destruction! Oh. The sense you get from American international newspapers is that the United States is a vibrant, culturally diverse paradise, and the rest of the world is this ninth circle of hell.
Well, but it's an American newspaper, first and foremost, right?
I was born in a small town where there was a large incidence of women throwing female babies into rivers because they wanted boys. I was thrown into such river and was rescued by a family downstream. My story and my town are not the exception. It is estimated that 300,000 baby girls are thrown into Chinese rivers each year.
Oh my god.
Believe that? In one sentence, I am able to alter your view of an entire country. I am Chinese, so this so-called fact is not questioned. It adds a nice padding to your preconceptions, and that is that. What if this James Fry or Jonah Lair were never caught? Would their writings go down as fact? What if it was discovered that Mark Twain embellished parts of his autobiography? Would he be any less revered? And this Ira Glass, not purveyor of stories, 2 stories crafted by thousands of subjective choices?
Okay, I think I get what you're saying.
But I want to make sure you do.
I think I do.
But the scope of what I'm saying.
Well, are you saying that we have a very hazy relationship to truth? And in the kind of foggy haze, Mike Daisy, for example, is not really an isolated case. Oh.
No. This is not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, okay. So, maybe not isolated case. And maybe it's more his case is relative.
No. This is also incorrect. This is simply not what I'm saying.
Okay. So what are you saying?
It is not a matter of isolated or relative cases. I'm saying there are no cases at all.
Oh, okay, but I think essentially we're saying the same thing. Like you can't blame Daisy for lying within a lying paradigm.
Oh, okay, this is exactly not what I'm saying. But I think I can explain it this way. Blame. Blame. This is an American Fox News word. Who takes whose side? Who is to blame? This is the game I am attempting to break with the work.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to make you play a game.
Oh, but you are attempting to understand what I'm saying within the context of your own way of understanding things.
How else am I supposed to understand anything?
Supposed to understand? Who says you're supposed to understand anything?
I'm sorry. It just sounds like you're saying. It sounds like you're saying that no one should try and understand or engage or share stories or from any other culture because by the very virtue of their differences, they can never truly understand the other culture. Is that anywhere near your point of view?
No!
No! Of course not. Okay, so what is to be done then? Is there no way we can even begin to help another country in need, for example?
But why must anything be done?
Because there is a need, and we are in a position to help, like it or not.
Oh, it is not a matter of like or position. It is still a Fox News capitalist paradigm.
Sorry, I'm not even sure what we're talking about.
It is not a matter of talking about anything. It is a matter of intention. What is Daisy's intention? Altruism? Yes. Broadening our perspective on our iPhones? Yes. But also, it is for himself. He is a storyteller by trade. He needs new stories to sustain himself.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, why can't you help yourself and help others at the same time.
Oh, it is not a matter of can or can't, but it is a matter of how is the story shaped, not given non-altruistic stains running through the intention of telling it.
But of course we have our own self-interest in mind. It's impossible not to do that, right?
It is not a matter of course or impossible. This is the language of capitalism assumptions. We assume we must operate from a goal of mutual benefit. Assume the highest ideal is benefiting yourself and others in tandem. But it is not in essence a paradigm of self-benefit.
So how do you suggest we engage with other cultures? With the rest of the world?
It is not a matter of engaged or not engaged. It is a matter of international awareness. People immerse themselves in other cultures because they want to search. They are searching for something within themselves, taking parts of the culture that fills a need, then leaving the rest behind. It is tasting a peach to better understand an apple, eating bacon, claiming to know the lives of swine.
So, we're not allowed to explore other cultures other than our own?
Oh, it is not a matter of allowance. It is not a matter of explore. What is there to explore? What does that really mean?
Well, learn about.
But learn to what end?
To know more about the world that we all share.
Oh, please don't get frustrated.
But I feel like you're trying to lose me on purpose.
We must get lost in order to truly learn.
But you're not coming to my level.
Oh, and yet this evening is structured on your terms.
What are you talking about? We work together on your piece. I thought we were on the same page.
And yet, did you invite me here to share my art with the world? Or are you playing a game of status by securing a world-famous Chinese artist, colleague of Yuran?
Okay, that's it. I think we're done here.
No, do not give up on me. Stay with me.
I don't want to. You're attacking me.
I do not mean to attack you.
I don't have to take this.
Take what?
I don't have to sit here while you question my motivations. You're just a cruel person, and that's all there is to it.
Oh, you are within Fox News again.
You are cruel. You're humiliating me.
Humiliation is a construct.
Stop it.
Rule is a construct.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, we cannot stop now. You are letting go of ego.
I don't let go of ego. I want to leave. I want to leave.
No, you cannot leave. This is good for you, for us.
I feel cold.
Remember, you're moving out of your comfort zone.
I feel sick.
This is the path to truth. Truth is never easy.
I need a dad. I need a dad. I don't trust you anymore. This is an abusive relationship.
It is only abusive because it is founded on false intentions.
I'm not a dishonest person. I'm not a liar just because you say I am.
A lie is not a bad thing. It is a natural occurrence and is totally understandable. Mike Daisy, James Fry, why did they lie? Because a lie is a new home, a place of return after a long, lonely journey into the dark. Now comes the point in the work where we recognize the interview has changed into something new, something else. We are unmoored now, adrift, changed at sea. We are witnessing the birth of a new lie as we speak. We see how in our search for truth we are moving into something artificial once again. How do we escape a lie? A lie is a garden that grows sideways until its sidewaysness becomes straight. It is a feast made from mislabeled ingredients that tastes incredible. It is a documentary. It is a dollar bill. It is thinking outside the box, but then being inside the outside the box. So then going inside of the box, outside the box, by going back inside the box to the outside the box. The outside the box, then leaving the box to find another box who's outside. Oh, my friend. What is wrong?
I am so lost. Where are you taking me?
I do not know. It is not a matter of angles, meanings, landings. It is only a matter of journey.
To where? What can I hold on to?
Nothing. And at this point, we negate, keep negating, to stop this thread from unwinding its rest inside a lie.
To what end? To what end?
We will not know when we get there. But by the time this happens, it will not be a matter of get there anymore.
Yourself?
Hi, I'm Caroline, she, her pronouns. I'm a third-year actor at the drama school.
I'm Emma. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a second-year actor at the drama school.
Who's your director? Glad to have you. What's your name?
Andrew, any pronouns. I'm a second-year playwright at the drama school.
What's your last name?
Oh, Lincoln.
And stage managers, could I have you introduce yourself? Thank you. We have two lovely, wonderful stage managers to put this all together. And these are all students at the drama school here at Yale. So we're done for the evening. That was fun. Another big round of applause for all these people. And